So my name's Simon Mitchell. I'm the Managing Director of Southern Gold. We're an ASX listed company focused on gold and silver, or precious metals, projects in South Korea principally, and a little bit in Australia. Ticker code SAU. It's about a $10 million company and a lot of assets in there. Yeah, so what we talk a lot about at the moment is our position in South Korea, which I believe makes us a bit unique. There aren't many operators in Korea. It's a country with high barriers to entry. We've got quite a few projects in there, two in joint venture with a company called Bluebird Merchant Ventures, or BMV. They're development projects which we hope to get up and running very shortly. So Gubong and Kochang have the potential for first gold pour by the end of next year, possibly start of 2020. So that's our near-term cash flow generator in Korea, if you will. But even more interesting, or even more exciting than that, is a portfolio of epithermal projects in the southwestern corner of the district in the country, which is a relatively new unfolding development in the company. So in the last 6 months or so, we've had 5 or 6 projects granted by the Korean government. And these are very exciting, very high-grade gold-silver opportunities, literally walk-up drill targets that have never been studied before. And so essentially we have this sort of new unfolding epithermal district that hasn't really been globally recognised until now. Independent of that, we've got some projects in Australia. I tend to talk about those a bit less because obviously the future growth is coming from Korea, but we have a small gold mine called Cannon in Western Australia, which we think we'll extract more value from, and an exploration position just outside Kalgoorlie, which is not insignificant in itself and adds additional value to the company. Yeah, I guess one of the more important ones is the advancement of the Kochang and Gubong projects towards production. So in the next sort of 5 to 6 months, we'll complete a feasibility study on those. And that should signal very rapid development. The main advantage we have with those projects and why they're going to move so quickly is that they're old mines that were shut down in the early 70s. And so there's mine development already in place. So this means we don't need to construct a mine as such, we've just got to reopen one and restart one. So it's A, cheaper, and B, quicker. So that makes a big difference to the outcome. And one of the reasons why Bluebird have taken such an aggressive view on how quickly they can come into first gold pour, which is a little over a year away. So that's pretty ambitious. But they seem to believe that can be done, and I think that will surprise analysts on the upside. So we're looking forward to that. That's a major milestone for us. I think the second major one is when we're bringing in a new drilling company into South Korea, and we're going to deploy those drill rigs on the epithermal projects in the south of the country. And so some of these projects where we're seeing high-grade gold and silver on surface, we're going to start to drill them. And hopefully we'll confirm 1 or 2 new discoveries, and that too should shock people. Yeah, sure. So we've got a very small full-time team, but we are backed up by a couple of very good contractors and some advisors. So for example, the main advisor behind the whole Korean play is a guy called Douglas Kerwin. So Doug's a semi-famous geologist, certainly in geological land he's well regarded. He's made several discoveries in his career. I mean, a geologist is lucky to make one discovery in his career, and he's made many. So that's obviously no fluke. And look, he's someone who's always believed in the Korean story and the potential. And essentially what we think is that the sort of things that we see in southern Japan, we think will be replicated in southern Korea. So Doug's an important part of that story. We also have a guy called Chris Bowden who did his PhD on epithermal rocks in southern Korea. There's only one of him, and we've got him in our team, which is great. And we've got a couple of other contractors too who bring a hell of a lot of experience. In particular, a guy called Craig Panther, who's worked throughout Southeast Asia or across Oceania for the last 20 years or so, and has seen a lot of projects. So a very experienced hand at looking at epithermal projects. That we're doing something truly unique in unlocking a new epithermal field in southern Korea that hasn't globally been really recognised until now. And so we're literally first mover advantage, new jurisdiction, which is an excellent jurisdiction. in geology that is going to surprise even the academic world, let alone the economic world. So that's what to watch out for. And I think also the fact that we'll move quite quickly in that country. So Bluebird, if their plan goes according to plan, then they'll be up and running within 12 to 18 months, which is very fast in anyone's book.